It's hard not to feel like there's an infinite amount of different paths I could take in life. Each small choice I make, leading myself down a different path. After a few more final projects, papers, and exams, I'll be a college graduate, something only about 6.7% of the world ever achieves. Why is it then that such a major accomplishment is actually making me feel more lost than ever?
D-Day, the end of the world, aka graduation, is in 2 weeks. I've been dreading this day for the past 4 years. The real world terrifies me, shakes me to my core, makes me want to spit up anything I've eaten in the past week, and it's not just because of my liberal major. I've spent my entire life waiting for college, always being told that they'd be the best 4 years of my life, but now what? They've come and gone in the blink of an eye. I feel robbed like a thief in the night, not just because my time at university felt like a brief gasp for air before submerging my entire body in ice water, but because I feel as if I did not do enough with my time here, did not get involved enough, did not meet enough new people, and did not have enough new experiences.
I feel as if I'm surrounded by people who seem to have it all figured out. But maybe that's not true. Maybe we're all just equally lost trying to make purpose out of our lives.
If I could go back to the first time I trekked across campus to get to my 8:30 a.m. gen ed, I would. But you can't relive the past, so here I am trapped in between my memories and the impending threat of a day-to-day routine. If I could find some way to prolong the inevitable, I would. I'm not a very metaphysical person, but I'd sell my soul if it meant I wouldn't have to spend the rest of my life waking up, putting on a face, and driving to a 9 to 5 that I can't stand, and where I feel as if any shred of happiness I have is slowly stripped away as each minute of the workday ticks by.
Maybe I will just end up working a 9 to 5 corporate job that I've made every small decision in my life up to this point to avoid. Wake up early, drink coffee, drive to work, sit in a cubicle, do paperwork, type, stress about the next deadline I have to meet, sit around and daydream about the day that did not look exactly the same, and then go home. Repeat the same pattern day after day after day, just a continuous cycle of the same. Until one day I reached my breaking point from becoming just so bored with the mundane routine life I had been allowing myself to live just to reach some sort of goal of success in our world.
Perhaps I could just bum it out for a while, push off life for a bit, and spend my days still chilling with my college friends. I mean, I feel as if I deserve a much-needed break, some good old-fashioned me time. I could still party every day and pretend for a while that maybe, just maybe, I was still back in college where I belong. Only issue is, I know my folks would be down my neck about getting some sort of job. Christ. I'm going to end up working some sort of minimum wage mind number that has me dealing with the worst type of people in existence. Customers. Day in, day out. Living to hang out with my college friends, but at what cost? I mean, they'll probably have moved on by then anyway, so what's the point?
When I think about this sort of lifestyle, I can't help but finding myself wanting to pull into the wild. My constant craving for new experiences has always drawn myself to the idea of traveling the world, or even just simply escaping to live a more simple life. To just leave everything and everyone behind to find the happiness that I want in life. To just wake up each day to a new adventure and a new horizon. To just always be on the move, experiencing as much as I can of what this world has to offer.
Perhaps I should find a more constructive way to postpone reality in that case. I suppose grad school is always an option. That's kind of like college, but just harder, right? I mean, I feel like I've gotten mixed reviews about grad school from my professors. Most seem to really push for it, but others, they seem to have very bleak hopes for any of us surviving it. I mean, it can't be impossible, can it? I just have to live to study and research. I mean, the library isn't that bad, and I've definitely read a book in the past year or so. I'm pretty sure I could handle the stress if I was studying something I love, but at the same time, that raises the question, am I passionate about anything to the point I'd live my life for it?
Maybe I would just come to the same conclusion that Chris McCandless did, that happiness is only real when it's shared. Maybe one day I'll reach my dreams just to find myself having no one to share in my success with. Maybe I'll realize I focused too much on myself and my own goals that I left opportunities to be with someone or spend time with people I really cared about behind. Maybe the decision of who we share our lives with is one of the most important decisions we make in our lives. To have somebody to be there for the bad days and bring excitement to the days that once seemed boring without them.
And what's the point of having a passion if I can't share it with anyone else? Someone to share the ups and downs with. Someone to make the lull of everyday life bearable. Somebody that can make the ordinary seem extraordinary.
Maybe the mundane life of a 9 to 5 I dreaded would be okay, or actually even amazing, if I had someone to come home to that I loved every night. Maybe the draw to traveling solo would become meaningless if I wasn't making connections with other people as I go, and missing out on big life events happening to those I love. Hell, I mean, sometimes even celebrities achieve all they want in life and still end up depressed. Maybe we are just so caught up in our need to feel successful that we forget that the most meaningful experiences come from some of the simplest moments of just experiencing life with those we care about.